I'm absolutely massive into just kind of like it actually says the Jaguar 800 model series had an advanced premiere with a small production or pre-production run in 1993 from the 1994 season. So basically, it started production in 1994, like fully
Nice.
started going out. So absolutely love it. Love that mod. Let's see here. Is BDD still there?
I think he's working on trying to get his stream back up.
I am here. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get this back up and running. All right. I apologize.
Bad YouTube.
Yeah, I apologize, everyone. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all of a sudden the stream just cut out there. Everything was fine on the other end, but for some reason YouTube has been really flaky here the past couple of streams, and it's starting to anger me.
YouTube.
Anyways.
Come on, YouTube. You gotta be better than this.
Well, what really upsets me is YouTube is supposed to be like the big dog. Like they are the biggest game in town, and all of a sudden, like I've got two major crashes in the span of 2 streams. Completely taken down the entire stream, and yeah, now I have to restart the stream under a new title and all that stuff. It's ridiculous. And here we are, just completely rocking and rolling over on Rumble. It has no problem whatsoever. And yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand.
YouTube's jealous. YouTube's jealous.
Wait a minute. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Nope. We're good. Okay. Anyways.
Well, do you have any thoughts about the class?
So 114 megabytes to install is a huge commitment. That's a lot of space, but you are getting quite a bit of harvester for this. So taking a look at our harvesters here in base game, we have the cheapest and smallest one is the Fent Katana, $469,500. So even at the bigger volume, the 830-900 is $140,000. You're saving over $300,000 from this very basic introductory one, and this takes silage additive. So I think, base game 1 does this as well. So I mean, all in all, this is a one worth considering, simply because I'll be right back. Okay. You're saving so much money. You're saving a ton of money. But is it worth that 114 megabytes? That's going to be the trade-off for some people. For me personally, I probably am going to skip this one. But all in all, I can understand it. I can completely understand this one. Just because of that huge cost savings. So moving on. Because Jonah, you already said what you thought about this, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
So, moving on, we've got the Fiat 160 180 90 DT series by Premium Power. This is a medium tractor, 7.71 megabytes to install, $63,500 to buy, 160 horsepower. Now, I believe this is, again, one that we do have in base game. So, let's take a look under medium tractors. Yep. This is one we have in base game. So again, it looks like the whole thing we have here are the opening up of the hood vents and the doors, things like that. Let's see. Yeah, animations. The rear window can be open and closed with the mouse. The roof can be open and closed. The left door can be open and closed. But I will say, for 8 megabytes, that's actually not bad. Why is it that this tractor here is so much smaller for the animation that you're getting compared to the other ones. That's one thing I wanted to kind of point out in regards to this. Everything else is the same. The price point's the same, power's the same, the whole 9 yards. It's just that this one has animations. So why can this one be so much smaller compared to the other ones? I like that. I do like that. And it's a more approachable file size than the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s that we get from other, base game remodels. So all in all, I'd be okay with this one. I absolutely would be okay with this. But I can also be kind of convinced of, hey, 8 megabytes, I can be used, somewhere else because we got it in base game. Will, are you still gone or? All right. Jonah, what about you? What do you think about this one?
If being less on the megabyte side and stuff, I like the idea of, the doors opening and everything. And since, it's not as much, I'll download this because I like it. It's just it always takes up too much space, but since it's not as much, I'll download this. So I like it.
Gotcha. Let's see. Moving on to our next one we have is the, this one was the Kristinka? Whatever that word is, by Gamer Samo. This is a small tractor, 37.38 megabytes to install. We have a horsepower starting out at 40. Massive. We're going to move the world with that one. And a price point of $5,000. So very, very cheap, but also very, very small. Really the only kind of base game comparable we have is going to be the Landini Rex 4 GT. So the price point of the mod here is $5,000 compared to the Landini's $39,500. So you're saving quite a bit, almost $35,000 compared to that one. You also have a horsepower of 70 for the Landini compared to the 40 that this one holds. So all in all, you're only missing out on 30 horsepower, but you are only spending $5,000. Now, where I'm kind of put off by this one is the near 40 megabytes to install this one. You are getting a puny tractor for a high megabytes. So for me, this is going to be a pass because of that. What do you think there, Jonah?
I like it, say it's small, say, yeah, we're totally moving the world with the 40 horsepower, but $5,000, if you're wanting something cheap and just something to pull around, just a couple of grain trailers, I'll use it, but it's a pass for me, small, too small.
Gotcha. Catching up with the chat here real quick. We got Farmer Donkey saying hello again. I do apologize, everyone. I don't know why the stream cut out there before, but here we are on the stream. Hopefully everything is going to
Leave us alone, Klaus. Leave us alone.
Right? Exactly. I don't know what is going on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's going on. We got Ken saying, darn it, Klaus, leave us stream alone. Isn't that right? Absolutely. Farmer Donkey says, fingers crossed. Absolutely, fingers crossed. Here's hoping. Gaming with JJ. How's it going, JJ? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Moving on, we have the, let's see, the Valentini Diablo series by SMI Modding Team. We have awesome. File size of 23.95 megabytes to install. These are a set of power harrows. The Diablo 4000, 4 meters at $30,100 and a horsepower requirement of 140. And the 5000, 5 meters, 34,600 and 160 horsepower required. If we take a look at our power harrows here, base game, we have, let's see, 4 meter. Closest one we're going to have is the Horse Credo 3. That is a 3 meter working width. So comparing it to the 4 meter, we're already starting out with an extra meter of length there. Taking a look at the prices, the Horse Credo is only $14,000 compared to the $30,100. So right off the bat, you're saving over half the price. with the base game horse as compared to this one. And then if we take a look at the horsepower required, 140 for the Diablo as compared to 115 for the horse. So all in all, I'm going to go with the base game one. I'm just going to stick with that one because, I mean, 24 megabytes to install, you're spending, almost double the base price, and you're not getting double the working with or anything like that. That's going to be a pass for me. Will, what do you think?
For me, using Power Hero, I would definitely pass on this because, I mean, for me, I don't know about anyone else, but I personally prefer to use the base game Bednar, the 8 meter. I mean, yes, it does require like 300 and something horsepower, I think. But definitely way better than this bigger 8 meters. Oh.
Gotcha. And Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me. I don't typically use this or anything, so pass for me, and I would just use base game if we have it.
Alrighty. Next one we have is the Lizard GA18. This is a belt system by JD Modding ARG. 4.46 megabytes to install, $8,000 to purchase. So we've got ourselves a little auger system here. So very, very nice. All in all, for 5 megabytes to install, $8,000, it's not a bad price, especially when you take a look at our comparables. Probably the closest one we have would be, probably is going to be the Meridian TL1239. That is $14,500 as compared to the $8,000. This one does appear to have a little bit bigger of a range for the mod here. It does look like it gets a bit bigger, 18 meter long, comfortable work with sheds. So yeah, you can see it does get pretty high up there. Compared to the Meridian, it doesn't look like it gets that high. That really is more of an output for your silos and stuff like that. So it's meant to be kind of, loading into trailers and to taking out of your silos rather than putting into it. This one looks like it can do both. So all in all, I like it. I think this is a nice one for 5 megabytes to install and $8,000 to buy. If you like to use those kind of silo bins where you gotta manually load and unload from it, this is a good option for you. Will, what do you think?
I agree 100%. I got this. I absolutely love this one over the base game because the base game one, you can't really put inside, the bin, but you can take out, put inside a trailer. This you can do both. So it's absolutely fantastic. So all you need is just one. You don't need two. So I absolutely think that's a win-win. Honestly, in my book.
100%. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. I really do. Like say, I dabbled into unloading stuff, manually and stuff, and I'm not very good at it, but I do like it because it is, more realistic and this being an affordable option. So I would definitely download this if I was good at, unloading manually, but I'm not really that good.
Gotcha. Moving on to our next one here, we've got the Lizard Bulk Liquids Silo and Trailer Pack. This is by Scandinavian Viking Mod. Rebuilds team is 19.06 megabytes to install. And this is a large silo system. We've got the first one here for $231,000. We can have the capacities of all bulk fruit, field fruits and liquids. Grain bin will hold, 1.486 million? Yeah, 1,486,000 liters of capacity. Liquids will hold 986,000. Methane bin will hold, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
1 million.
Yeah, so no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100,000 for your methane. And then also has incoming for forage, silage, chaff, grass, hay, straw bales, and snow is converted into outgoing digestate. Incoming cotton, wood chips, and bales is your outgoing for loose product. You also have the animal barrels version of this with the MKS 32 for 12. No, that's 120,000. Yeah, $120,000, and the MKS 8 for 34,000 will hold all your liquids and methane. So this is kind of going in conjunction with the ability to have methane as an output. And it will also come with the Crampy trailer for $71,500. It'll hold all your bulk field fruits, including cotton, and that'll hold 38,600 liters or 44,500 liters. So all in all, this adds a bunch of stuff to the actual kind of silo system. So this is liquids, solids, and your kind of specialized crops in the methane as well. So really nice overall. I do like this. It also adds several trailers and stuff. And when you consider it's less than 20 megabytes to install and you get all this stuff, you get these 3 trailers right here, as well as the humongous silo system that will take bales and all that stuff as a input as well. I like it. I like this a lot. So yeah, I would install this one. Absolutely. Will, what do you think?
For me, it'd be a pass. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I do like how it can take bales and stuff like that. But if I want to, because I know some people are like, oh, cool, bale storage, but it actually chops it up, makes it into loose. I mean, if I want to put a bale storage, I'll put it in right, just a normal bale storage. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great mod, especially for less than 20 megabytes. Somebody would really like this. So, for me, it'd be a pass.
Yeah, what I like about it too is that it will hold the liquids. So you have like this all-in-one system where you've got a place to store your solids, your liquids, I mean, everything, all right in one location. You don't have to sit there and have, oh, well, here's a silo for my grains, here's a silo for my liquids, here's another silo for my solid fertilizer, here's one for my herbicide, here's one, like all this. You don't have to have all those individual components strewn about your entire farm. You can have this one massive unit right here, and it's going to handle everything. Jonah, what do you think?
I love it precisely for the reasons you just gave. It's I can put all my stuff I need in this one area, so it's just quicker. So I'm like now I'm going to run all over my farm to say, well, I need to offload my grain. Oh, I need to refill my fertilizer. All this stuff. It's just perfect. Everything's all in one spot, and it's easy access, just like that.
Absolutely. Next one we have is the old grain dryers by AgriBusiness, 28.82 megabytes to install, and we have a set of silos starting out at $48,000, ranging up to $72,000, and a capacity range of 170,000 to 325,000. We also get a couple extensions here with a price range of 14,000 to 18,000 and a capacity increase of 94,000 to 170,000. So all in all, this one here is going to be a pass for me. I'm going to come right out and say it. For almost 30 megabytes to install, it's very highly detailed. Very, very highly detailed. But again, it's got that very specific look to it. It looks, I believe this is like a Finnish style, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those, from dryer from the Nordics. So yeah, it's definitely got that very specific style. It looks fantastic. And if you've got a map that this will fit into, then absolutely, all day, all night, install it. But again, that file size for almost 30 megabytes, it's going to be a pass for me just because of the file size and all that, like I previously mentioned. Will, what do you think?
For me, a pass. Pass right off the bat. I mean, don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you're playing on a map it fits on and you like it, great, go for it. But for me personally, it's going to be a pass. Am I cutting in and out for you or no?
I don't think
Sound
so.
good on my end.
Yeah.
Because BDD is cutting in and out like crazy on my end, so I don't know.
I'm noticing that too, Dave, a little bit.
Am I cutting it out for you all?
A little bit.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I wonder if I need
because
to...
for like one, because for like 1 minute you'll be fine, and then it'll cut out, and then I'll believe be like, Yeah, the shit is awesome. You want to go? Hey, what's up going on, guys? Like it would just catch up.
That's
So,
that's weird. I wonder if I'm having some kind of internet issues or something. I wonder if I need to
Probably
restart.
some internet use. So, like say, I say afterwards reset your internet. That usually helps.
Yeah, I if I wasn't midstream, I'd restart and just see if that fixed it. But oh,
Just
God.
unplug and restart. Fix 50% of your problem.
Yeah, exactly,
hey, it sounds
exactly.
like me the other day.
Well, hopefully I'm able to be coming through to the stream to everybody out there right now. So if anybody's listening to the chat, just let me know if it seems like anything's funky coming from my end to the stream's end. I'd greatly appreciate that. But I mean, as best as I can tell based on uh, like the analytics that I'm seeing, it looks like everything's going out on my end. Yeah, excellent stream health.
And what JJ said seems fine on his end.
Seems fine to me. Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, if we'll just keep on going and just power through like the rest of this, I guess. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything that anything else I can do on the fly at least. All right, moving on. And actually, speaking of gaming with JJ, let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Let's see. JJ says that he's doing well. What are you up to tonight? I'm up to AgriBusiness Tonight. Love it. Glad to hear that you're doing well. Farmer Donkey says, well, take care. I am heading to the bed. Got to work in the morning. All right, Donkey, thank you so much for coming out here tonight, hanging out with us. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Gaming with JJ says later. Donkey N says, seems fine to me. Excellent. All right. What about you, Will? You got to catch up?
Ken says the crown number 3, so top fan number 3, evidently. Says, hey Jasper, can you please tell Klaus leave BDD alone?
Yeah, calls good. That was internet.
Much better. Much better. Anyways, next one we have is the Cow Barn Dairy Production. This is by Biggins and is 13.31 megabytes to install, $125,000 to purchase, and has room for 250 cows. Now, this one I am going to read from the description real quick. It says, a cow barn with the internal dairy production and manure storage. The storage for the husbandry is separate from the production, so the ingredients will need to be transported a very short distance to use in the production. Manure is generated automatically. If straw is added, it is recommended to use the pallet blocker with the making recipe with ingredients that have storage, as the pallets will keep spawning unless you block them. Solar panels optional with monthly revenue. So yeah, this is not only a cow barn, this is a cow barn plus dairy production, which is actually really cool. And especially it's only being 14 megabytes to install and room for 250 cows. Taking a look at our comparables here under our animals, going over to cows. Again, we're going to have a dairy, so going to be the cow barn with room for 50 cows. So already we have an additional 200 cows as with this mod as compared to what we have here in base game. $254,000 to buy. So basically you could buy 2 of these for the price of the base game, and you would have what? About 450 extra cows room for that. I mean, for the same price as the one in base game, and you get a production point with this. You get an additional production, and it's amazing. This is an amazing mod for the price, for the value, for everything. I say download this all day, all night. Will, what do you think?
I do like this. I mean, especially if you like to have your production super close. I mean, I find it handy that your milk production is with your cow barn. I think it's very nifty. It would definitely save you a lot of money. I do want to give a hint of warning that these cycles a month are pretty slow. And also, if you want to go place this down, ignore what it says in game, because in game it says 14 cows, but when you place it down, it says 250. So just read off what the website says, not what it says in game. Oh, that I think it's fantastic.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. I've started dabbling into getting into doing the cows and stuff and on 4 fields with the big barn there. And this, seemed more complicated, but if you're experienced at it, I say go for it. I would definitely, if I was more, in depth into this, I would definitely install this. So I like it.
I'll teach you.
Okay, you teach me. Come on. How much do you have to pay you for lessons?
Nothing.
3 lessons. Perfect. We know we start.
Right now, let's go.
Sorry, BDD.
See ya. Moving on, we got
Where do I go?
We got the medium-sized cow barn by PXLR, 24.83 megabytes to install, a price point of $334,691. So we have a size of barn for 42 by 22 meters. It's pretty decent size. 40 cows will fit in here. Capacity for your actual food is 18,000, straw 19,000, milk 5,000, and liquid manure, aka slurry, 440,000 liters. So all in all, for the size of this building, this seems incredibly tiny for the amount of cows that you can fit in here. Like 40 cows for this and a $330,000 price point. I mean, right off the bat, you're already well over the price point for the same cow barn that we were talking about before with room for 50 cows. So you get 10 more cows and you're going to spend $100,000 almost less than this particular mod. I mean, don't get me wrong, the mod looks fantastic. It looks absolutely brilliant. You got the nice siding. It looks like almost like a wood composite with also the stucco siding on the one side. It looks, again, really, really sharp. But this one's going to be a pass for me just because, I mean, 40 cows is... I can buy the base game for less. So, I mean, yeah. Although it looks good, not good enough for me. Will, what do you think?
I mean, the barn looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I could see this barn being used on that map that came out by Yogi. I can see that fitting in pretty well.
Absolutely.
I mean, for 40 cows though, that seems pretty small for 40 cows. I mean, the barn is pretty big, but 40 cows seem pretty small. I feel like that number can be at least increased at least to 100. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, if they increased it, great, I would install it, no problem. But other than that, no. Be a pass.
Yep, I agree. Jonah, what do you think?
Pass for me too. It looks nice and everything, but I just can't get over the fact that I'm going to have 40 cows. I mean, that trailer we mentioned earlier would fill this barn up and then have some left over. So I was like, it's a pass for me. It looks nice, but just too much money for not enough cows.
Exactly. Next one we have is the Seed Production by FSPT, 11.8 megabytes to install, and a price point of $25,000. You can make seeds. I like it. I mean, for 12 megabytes and you can make some seeds, I say download this one. Absolutely. Will, what do you think?
Oh, I like it. I actually have this installed. I really do like this a lot. And it actually has a pretty decent speed on it too, which is good.
Nice. Very nice.
That definitely pass for me. I mean, definitely not a pass. I would definitely install this.
We know what you mean.
Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. I like the concept of making seeds. I don't have to buy seeds, so I'll probably install this to save me some money on seeds. So it passes the Jonah check. That's the way I can say it.
Nice. So one thing I will say, I love these kind of productions, and the reason being is that very oftentimes, if you're just going from like, no, keep me honest on this, Will, because I don't know what the actual inputs and outputs for this are. Does this require? Oh wait, nope. Converts wheat and herbicide into seeds. Okay, so you're taking your wheat, which is a generally a low-paying product, and your herbicide, which is a higher costing item, and you're making a product that is typically a very good payout product. So if you have a whole bunch extra, you're able to sell it off. Now, depending on the consumption of herbicide is what's going to tip the scale as to whether or not you're just going to use this for your own personal use versus actually producing it for like public consumption to sell off as a output, because you can get a big increase. Like normally wheat is like $700, $800, $900 on medium difficulty, somewhere in that ballpark for per 1,000 liters. Seed is generally around $2,000 per 1,000 liters. So depending on how much herbicide you're using up for this is really going to depend on if you're going to be able to like make a profit. So that's something I always like to kind of think about as well, is if you're able to produce enough to be able to use this for sales, then again, really good production and to consider.
Well, I mean, I got your answer for the right there for you if you want me to hear it. So the capacity for the herbicide is 2 million liters, and for wheat's 2 million liters. That's what it holds. For the outgoing seeds, 2 million liters. So you're looking at 1,000 wheat, and 100 herbicide equals 1,500 seeds.
Oh, so you're getting an actual bonus on the amount of wheat that you're putting into it.
Yeah. So and the cycles per month is 240.
Wow. So, okay. So that kind of adds fuel to the fire of what I was saying there with the whole getting enough of an output without having to put so much of an input with that herbicide, because that herbicide is expensive. But it sounds like you're going to be able to well overcome the amount of seeds that you're getting out of it compared to the price that you're putting in for your herbicide. And if you produce a herbicide with another production that could be potentially cheaper, then it makes total sense to run this for producing enough seed to not only sustain your farm, but then to use it as sales as well. So that's a good way to look at this kind of a production. At least that's the way I look at it. So all in all, this is absolutely an install.
I mean, besides that too, it's not big either.
Yeah.
So it's not going to take up a massive spot. So.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Real quick, we got Kobe Gaming. How's it going, Kobe? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says hi, everyone. Gaming with JJ says hey to Kobe, and Kobe says hi to Gaming. So let's move on to the next one. Unless you need to catch up with your chat.
No, we're good.
Cool. Next one we have is the Machine Hall with Workshop, also by PXLR, 15.33 megabytes to install. We have a price point of $197,386. And again, a size of 39 meters by 12 meters and a capacity for your diesel of 10,000 liters. So this does have a little like diesel tank for fuel. It also has an income for your I don't know how to pronounce that, photovoltaic plant. Don't know what that is. Anyways, you can make a little bit of money off of this. Is that like solar? Is that what it's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, solar. Anyways, It's a nice looking building. Really nice looking building. Very highly detailed. You got, looks like an upstairs. You got stairs leading up to like a little storage area. Got plenty of storage space for all your implements and stuff. All in all, very nice. Does have a repair trigger inside of it, so you can use this not only for diesel storage, but a repair trigger, the whole 9 yards. Now, 16 megabytes to install, not that bad. $197,000 is a lot of money. A lot of money.
Who has that type of money?
What's that?
I said, who has that type of money?
So yeah, I mean, that is going to be a pass for me just for that price point alone. So yeah, all in all, I'm going to pass on this one. Jock Dutoits just subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription. And yeah, Will, what do you think?
Hard pass. That's all I got to say. Hard pass.
Jonah, what do you think?
I have to say it's extremely hard pass.
Moving on, we've got the Bavarian Barns, again by PXLR, 28.6 megabytes to install. We have a machine haul for
You missed one.
51,000.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind. You can completely ignore me.
Ignoring Will. We got the machine haul by for $51,165, a size of 28.7 meter by 16.6 meter. The machine haul with shed, $51,165, same price. Again, 30 meter by 21 meter, and the barn with wood chip heating. Price of $63,671, 23.3 meters by 9.7 meters. It is a production point for wood chips, and I presume it's with an output of electricity, perhaps, because it says workshop and lighting. Or no, that's just saying it's just saying that. Capacity of 25,000 liters. Wood chip consumption is 80 liters of wood chips per cycle. All in all, I mean, for 29 megabytes, again, very highly detailed. I love the wood slatting on the side of the building there. This is going to be a pass for me. Again, that 29 megabytes to install, and the price points for the hulls is just not a good one, but they are very highly detailed. It looks very sharp. I do like it. It's just not enough to entice me into the purchase or into the install, I should say. So, yeah, that's how I feel about this one. Will, what do you think?
Well, I think that they do look very, very good. I am gonna warn everybody that these doors are those weird doors. So it's like you open one and it goes over, and then you have to close it, then go over the next door and then open it up. Because if not, then your doors are just gonna be like interlocking each other. So they're kind of like those doors. They're very confusing doors. Being very, very highly detailed. As you can see, I would definitely say that 28, basically 29 megabytes is a bit high. If you ask me, it's a bit high. But also, like I said, though, like the level of detail that goes into it. The one thing I do want to say though is because originally, before I was like, oh wait, because originally you, for some odd reason, it got updated to being PC and Mac only. Which is weird. Which was the previous one that I was looking at, which was the Garage Contractor. That was out for all platforms, but now it's been updated for PC and Mac. I don't know when that happened. So I was kind of like, wait, you missed one. So. It was out for all platforms. Now for the wood chips, yeah. So it was 25,000 liters. So you have an input for wood chips. So you got 80 wood chips equals 32% electric charge. It's got 100 cycles per month for the one building.
Okay, so that is a nice production because you're just going to get like a payout for your electricity. So that's
but the
nice.
megabyte storage just.
Yeah, exactly. That megabyte's a bit high. Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me. The building looks all right to me, but I'll state this again, really not my style, so it's just a pass for me.
There we go. We got the Bavarian Farmhouse with Hall by, again, PXLR, 29.98 megabytes to install, $396,278 to buy, 36 by 17.5 meters, and a bale storage capacity of 120 pieces. So all in all, again, say it for the, umpteenth time at this point, highly detailed, looks fantastic. It definitely is going to fit into a very specific style of map, but hard pass. 30 megabytes and almost 400 grand for this building. Hard pass. I do like it though that it stores the bales inside and up top, out of the way. I think that's really cool. It reminds me a lot of like what you would see with like an ICUS building, but just a kind of more European version of it. All in all, I think this is nice, but for the price and for the size, it's way too much for me. What do you think there, Will?
It's a hard pass. I mean, I would probably consider it if there was actually an interior to the house and not just having the sleep and wardrobe trigger outside. I don't know how many times I had to say we're an FS25. We're not an FS19, people. We're an FS25. Like there should be interiors to houses at this point.
Jonah, what do you think?
Hard pass for me and everything. Not my style, really, and not being able to go to a house. If I'm paying that much money for a house, I better be able to go inside, and there better be an interaction in there. I want to be able to cook my dinner in that house for that price.
That's the truth. Next one we have is the Hotel by Omatana, 16.15 megabytes to install. This is a selling point for a price of $1,000. You get your hotel as a selling station. And then for another $1,000, you get the decorative hotel. There is an additional investment. I'm not sure what these are, but 50,000, 100,000, and 200,000. I presume those perhaps are generators. Will, keep me honest.
So that is basically on your mode. Easy, normal, hard. So easy, you're gonna get 200,000 for your normal mode. It's gonna be 100,000 for your hard mode. It's gonna be $50,000 per month.
And that's what you're making off the hotel? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
For the decorative one.
Okay, so yeah, it is a generator.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, what do I think of this? 17 megabytes to install. I like it. I like this. I think this will add a bit of flair to your map. I like that it kind of breaks it out as a selling point or a kind of decorative generator. I think that's fantastic. I wish the only negative that I can say about this, and here's the thing. I want to couch this in a positive thing before I go into the negative. The Omatana makes great stuff, makes absolutely fantastic stuff. The only complaint I have is the $1,000 price point. If you're buying a hotel that's going to be a generator for, $100K on normal difficulty, $200K on easy, and $50 on hard, I mean, that price point to me makes absolutely no sense of $1,000. So yeah,
hey, I'm not complaining.
I mean, here's the thing: is that we could install or have the what is that? The government subsidy sign for $0, and it's just generating money. I mean, if that's the case, like I said, and even the selling point, like the sell point, okay, that makes total sense. Have that be $1,000. And then you're going to be, using it as a selling station rather than it being a hotel. But this being a generator, something that's going to bring you a big chunk of money per month, $100K a month. I mean, yeah, that price point seems way, way too low. If this was I don't know, I would say $250,000 price point, then these income levels would make sense to me. Probably even higher than that. Probably like $500,000. Then you're talking that this will take 5 months on normal difficulty to pay off. I mean, I'd probably make the argument of well over $1 million as an initial investment. So that way you're actually like the generation is actually like taking some time to be, paying itself off kind of thing. That makes sense to me. That price point doesn't make sense to me. Will, what do you think?
Well, I could definitely say that that if you want a different sell point, that is that you just want on the map just to have there because it looks nice. Absolutely. Do you know what map that would fit absolutely fantastic in when it comes back? That's Ellengrad.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Because Erlengrad already has that one area on
hotel
it.
sell point.
Yeah, that hotel sell point on it. So this would fit in absolutely perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. I can finally put a hotel on my farm and have people come visit the farm and sleep in my hotel for $1,000 a night. I love it.
Real quick, I just want to catch up with this real quick. So, Felipa says, "Hi, WillTGaming. What's up?" Says, "How are you doing today?" I'm doing all right. Felipa also says, "Hi, Jonah."
Hey, Felipa.
Peppa, how's it going?
Do
Move.
you guys got?
Nope, I'm good.
All right,
1, 2.
all right. We are now on the last day here. Yeah, we only got 3 days of mods.
We did. So yeah, no, what is your favorite mod for the 8th? Will, what about you?
The Class Jaguar 800 series, hands down.
Gotcha. Jonah, what about you?
Speed production. I think that's just incredible.
I'm going to piggyback off of Jonah and say the seed production absolutely is incredible. Love that one. All right. So there was a update to precision farming back on, what was this, the 8th as well. So just wanted to throw that out there. The change log is not listed, unfortunately, here.
We will cover that on news. I have the changelog already down.
Beauty. Well then, moving on. We've got mods for the 7th. We've got the Steyr 9155-9190 series, medium tractors by AEN Design, 26.17 megabytes to install. We have a base price of $65,000, power range of 140 horsepower, and yeah, we've got us a nice little tractor here in medium size. We take a look at our comparables. Nope. There we go. Now we're pressing the right buttons. Let's see, 140 horsepower is what I said. Closest one's going to be the Massey Ferguson 7S. So that has a horsepower of 155 horses. So we're already starting out with 15 less horses for the mod as compared to the Massey. But what we do have is a price point. The base price for the mod is $65,000. The Massey is $149,500. So right off the bat, you're talking a very nice and comfortable price point there. Now, kind of a more fair comparison, I think, may be the Challenger and AGCO White. Those two would probably be a little bit fairer. Again, 140 horsepower compared to the 160 that the Challenger and AGCO have. But the price points, the Challenger at $58,500 as compared to the $65,000. Now, what I will say is kind of the nice thing about the Steyr as compared to the AGCOs is that the Steyr does, if I remember correctly, yes, does come with a front 3-point link, as you can see here on the screenshot number 4. So as compared to the AGCO and Challenger, only come with the front weights. So that's the little bonus that this thing has. So yeah, you are losing out on 20 horses. Yeah, you are paying an extra $7,500, but that front 3-point link really comes in handy. So all in all, for a 27 megabyte install, I'm going to pass on this for 27 megs, but again, I can hear the argument of somebody saying, no, this is going to be one that I'm going to go for because, hey, front 3-point link, and it's in that relative power band that we get from the old Challenger and AGCO. Will, what do you think?
That's a pass for me.
And Jonah?
It's a pass for me. Yes, it's a pass. I think it looks nice, but it's a pass for me.
Triple pass. Moving on. We've got the lime fertilizer salt herbicide seed production. We're doing a little bit of everything here by BDD SSB. 12.13 megabytes to install, and this thing cooks. $80,000 to buy. Again, you can make your lime, your solid fertilizer, salt, herbicide, seeds. Now, one thing I'm going to point out here is that there's something up with this mod. So if we go to this screen here, you can see it takes stones in, limes out, silage in, solid fertilizer out, stones in, salt out, salt and water gives you herbicide, and then you get the various crops here. So you got wheat, barley, oats, soybeans, and corn, and this symbol here is new. This is raw seed. But then you take raw seed and fertilizer and you get seed. Now, the reason I'm pointing this out is I've got this installed, and I actually installed it onto a kind of game that I'm just messing around with, and there is no such thing as raw seed on this. So I did not see that. What was happening is it was taking fertilizer in and seed out. And it didn't give me a production for the actual crops themselves. So I don't know if this is broken, is just missing something to it, or whatever the case may be. But this was in FS22, and this raw seed, I don't remember that being a thing. So my best guess, this is just my speculation, is that this raw seed was newly implemented or was supposed to be newly implemented and just either was forgotten about or something. So that's just my conspiracy theory at this point. I think this is going to need to be updated, but again, I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. Will, what do you think? Oh, before that, I like it. I love this production. You get a ton of product out of this. It's got really high outputs and inputs, and the fact that you can make your silage, which is a super cheap product to sell per 1,000 liters, into solid fertilizer with a super high payout. I mean, yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be really really beneficial to make quick money pretty fast and pretty easily, in my opinion. Okay, Will, sorry, go for it.
That's a pass for me. I don't know. It just didn't strike me as something I just wanted to do install. So,
gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
I'll probably install this. More productions in one building, so I don't have to have everything. Just I don't have to have a line factory and a fertilizer factory. I can have everything in just one place. Your access, so I definitely would install this. For sure.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Milking Machine by Leo. And that name should be extremely familiar because Leo makes incredible mods. This is 5.05 megabytes to install, and this is a storage for your milk. $4,500 to purchase, 500 liter capacity. Also has the milk tank for the silo extension for $15,000 and a capacity of 10,000 liters. So, I mean, all in all, it's just storage, but it's cool. It's got a cool little look to it. Again, very, very, very highly detailed, as Leo is well known for. Looking at this particular screenshot here, it's the fourth one down. We've got all this rust on the wheels and the inner gear motor, the pump motor here. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is actually really cool. All in all, 6 megabytes to install. I'm going to install this, absolutely. Will, what do you think?
I agree. Especially if if you're doing like a tiny, and I mean tiny, like milk production, like what I would suggest for anyone, Jonah. For like starting out small, for like starting out small for like a dairy production, get this. This is absolutely fantastic. Now if you're running a big operation like what I do, like on that on the screenshots I sent you for my farm build, I would not use this.
No, your operation's way too big for this. But I will say what's nice about this is the fact that you do have the other extension that's a part of this. So you get that 10,000 liter extension for only 15 grand. So you're talking what is that, like 1,000, a little bit more than $1,000 per 1,000 liters, $1,500 per 1,000 liters, which isn't that bad, all things considered. So if you want to expand your storage capacities there on your farm, I mean, for 6 megabytes, I mean, I would just think about it as just the milk tank is the main draw to this. And then the milking machine is just kind of a little kind of bonus to it. So all in all, I like I said, I love it. Jonah, what do you think?
I like it. I think it looks very nice and everything. I'll probably use it if I was into milking. Yet again, Will, I need those lessons as soon as possible, but I'll definitely install it. I think it looks great.
Excellent, excellent. Next one we have is the Agromet SCHA soil cultivator. This is by Hispano, 14.73 megabytes to install. And we have two separate versions, the 25, which is 6 meters, and the 33, which is 8 meters. Base price of $15,700, and a horsepower requirement for the smaller one of 220 and the larger one of 300. So taking a look at our comparables here, again, this is a cultivator, so we need to go down here to our cultivators. 6 meter working width for the mod, which will put us into the Horsch Finer 6SL. That one there is 6 meter working width, so we're going to do a like for like comparison. And looking at the mod at $15,700 base price, the Horsch is $25,000. So right off the bat, you're saving almost 10 grand right off the start. Then you take a look at the horsepower requirements. Both of them are 220 horses. So all in all, the price difference that you're getting here is significant. You're going to save almost 10 grand. And for only 15 megabytes to install, absolutely check this one out. I think this is fantastic. Will, what do you think?
It's a pass. It's nothing against the mod or nothing against the mod. Like, I absolutely love that it's here. I love that we have a different option for people. I don't know. I'm just not really big into like 3-pointed implements. I kind of prefer trailed implements.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me too. It's a little small for my style of gameplay. Like if I was to use this on my 4 fields, I'll be old by the time one field's done. So it's a pass for me. But I think it looks nice. So if you got a smaller farm, I think it'll work nice for you.
Unless you got 100 workers working on the same field with the same size implement.
Yeah, because I've officially bought all 4 fields.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Were you going to
Yeah,
say
I'm
something
having a
there,
lot of
Will?
fun with that.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something. All right, moving on. We've got the pack of manure heaps by Rajo G Play. This is 19.12 megabytes to install. We have a large and small manure heap. The larges range from 400,000 to 450,000 liters and has a price of 12,000 to 20,000 liters. The small heaps range from 200,000 to 225,000, so exactly half, and exactly half the prices. So, well, no, not quite half the prices. So $7,500 to $9,000. All in all, for 20 megabytes, I mean, that's quite large in my opinion for manure heaps. But you can see that they are pretty highly detailed. You got the several that have the large bunker that are divided out with the wood slats on the top there. You got different kind of layouts and configurations. You got L's, you got U's, you got all these different styles and whatnot. All in all, I like this. I think this is nice, but it's pushing it for me for the file size. I would install this absolutely because it's dirt cheap. For 12 grand for a 400,000 liter capacity is not that bad. Even up to 20 grand for 450,000 liters. I think this is really nice. And again, you get all these different styles. You know, you got the U's, the L's and various layouts. You kind of, it's not quite a U, but it's almost there. And then you've got the U's with the kind of upper wooden railings in it. So yeah, I like it. What do you think there, Will?
I think that you get a decent amount of manure heaps in that, which I think is the reason why it's so high on the megabyte storage. I do like them. They're a pass for me though, even though I do like them, because there's literally only 2 that I use that are modded. So yeah, it'd be a pass for me though.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think?
It's a pass for me as well. I'm not really into manure and everything, so it's a pass for me because you just said just give me the slurry so I can put it and make fertilizer out of it easier. I don't really deal with the manure, so it's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Next one we have is the Flegel Ruby 2000 Extended. This is this is by Weekend Farmers T4 XS. Is that taxes, maybe?
Texas, Texas. Oh.
I think that's supposed to be like the leet spelling for taxes, maybe? Or Texas?
Oh,
Texas, maybe. Anyways, 1.18 megabytes to download. And we've got a modified version of the Flegel Ruby. So we have the ability to have this on not just our front loaders, but our telehandlers and wheel loaders. Prices range from $15,500 to $41,500. Capacity for realistic 2,300 liters and unrealistic of 10,000 liters. Also has various color options that you can use, including the zinc variants, as well as factory colors and special paints. So all in all, for 1.18 megabytes, if you like using the beet chopper or using this particular style of bucket, this does load up more than just beets and will dispense them using the beet cutter. It just won't actually alter them like it would the sugar beets. I like it. I think this is fantastic for less than 2 megabytes to install. I think that this is a nice little model and nice little upgrade that this does. Having the ability to select the colors at next to nothing for file size, and having an option for unrealistic capacities, and having the option to have this on your wheel loaders and telehandlers. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Will, what do you think?
Well, I personally think that if you love doing sugar beets and if you love doing cut sugar beets, and if you're that person that likes using unrealistic things, I mean, yeah, I mean, go for it. I mean, yes, it does have a realistic, capacity on it, but I think people will go with the unrealistic with that one. I do like the whole feature that you can either have it attached to a front loader, telehandler, or wheel loader. I think that's nice. It's gonna be a pass for me though.
Jonah, what do you think?
I like it, and everything. I probably would use it, if I was doing the stuff, but unfortunately I'm not. But it passes the Jonah test,
Gotcha. Okay, moving on to the next one, we have the Crucian 4-stack 12. This is in baling transport, but this is essentially a bale stacker. Not even essentially, that's what it is. By Hispano, 6.33 megabytes to install, $37,000 to buy. This does stack 3 bales high, which is why I can't stand the naming of this particular machine being the 4-stack. Anyways, I like it. Don't tell me that doesn't bother either of you two. Don't.
It's
does.
called the 4-stack, but only counts 3.
Yes, exactly.
Oh well.
They're lost.
You're missing a stack. Anyways, I like it. I do like this. It's less than 7 megabytes to install, and if you want to have something that will stack your bales, you can run around your field and get like those specific bale grabs, the ones that will actually hold the higher capacities. I like it. I think it's fantastic. I don't think we have anything like this in base game, do we?
We have a baby baler like that.
Yeah, we have the one that will make the kind of like bigger like collection of baby bales, but not like an actual. Like yeah, we have nothing like the stacker like this one here. So I think this was in FS19 base, if I'm not mistaken.
19 and 22.
Yeah, 1922. Yeah, so it's making its triumphant return. I like it. What do you think there, Will?
Well, it was also an FS17.
Oh, nice.
I mean, someone out there might have, a use for it. I mean, I personally wouldn't. But that's just me personally. So that'd be a pass for me.
Now, see, I would have figured that you would have been all about this, because this is really meant for those players who like to play realistic, who want to be able to not just go kind of one at a time it with your bales and stuff out in the field. That, or I mean, you can get a like one of the bale loader trailers and stuff like that. The not auto load version, but the auto stack version,
Like
like the Anderson. Yeah, exactly, the Anderson.
It's the one I use.
Yeah, so I mean, you can go around with that, but this is kind of a nice one because it is a nicer price point at 37,000 compared to the Anderson that you get base game is 90,000. So I mean, you're saving quite a bit of money, and all you got to do in addition to this is get a like a bale grapple implement, like a tool,
Yeah.
so you can get like
Like a bale
the
spear.
yeah, like a bale spear or something like that. And that's only like $900 for like your telehandlers and stuff. I mean, if you get the, let's see, do we have anything that would, oh, see, that's the only, oh, no, there it is. Yeah, so you got like the bale fork, the McCormick Industries bale fork. That's $5,900 for your wheel loaders. So you can use like this to get that kind of authentic, real feel to the game if you want to. I don't know why. I just figured that you'd be all about the realism for this one. You even get the Albert
Well-
Bale King from the front loader tools as well, so you can even use that one as well.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I mean, if you're starting out small and you can't afford the Anderson, by all means, get this. You know, because it'll make your life a whole lot easier. But I mean, if you're running a massive operation, this is not going to be for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. 100%. Jonah, what do you think?
I think the concept is cool, but I don't really have a use for it and everything. I just pick up the bales and just get them onto the trailer, like, auto load and everything. Just get them on the trailer. Let's sell them. Like, I don't have time to actually, be realistic with it. Too big of a field to be realistic.
Gotcha. Moving on to the next one, we've got the Lizard GS300 by ADub Modding ABP team, 1.59 megabytes to install, and this is a leveler for $1,430. So this is one that you kind of just tow behind, and you're able to kind of level out your bunker silos. Taking a look at our leveler, the only thing we have base game is the Holaris MES 400. This is more of a push style rather than a pull. $6,800 to purchase, and is 4 meters working width. So again, this is only $1,430. So this is significantly cheaper. So if you want something with a little bit better of an entry point, this is going to be a nice little option for you. All in all, for less than 2 megabytes, I like it. I think this is a nice little option. Jonah, Will, what do you think?
I personally think that this would work great for snow. If you had to pull snow out of the way for somewhere. When it comes down to a bunker cell, I mean, if you have like spillage on the outside, I mean, you could definitely use it and scrape it inwards. But I could not see someone using this in the bunker silo to like level anything out, because this is more of a pull than a push.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wouldn't make any sense, honestly.
Gotcha. Jonah, what do you think? Oh, didn't hear a word you just said there, bud.
Hello, testing.
Yep, we can hear you.
I said, hard pass for me. I don't even use bunker silos.
Gotcha. Real quick, Ken says, do we really need another bale stacker? I mean, just depends. Just really depends on your gaming style.
It depends on who you are.
What's another option?
If someone would like it, someone would like it. That's why these mods are here. Someone would like it.
And gaming with JJ with the chin rub, like, contemplating on what Ken was saying there. Absolutely. Do you need to catch up with anything?
No, we're all good.
All right. Moving on to the next page here, we got the Lizard HRT pack. This soil cultivators by Gain FS, 4.12 megabytes to install. We have a price point of $2,900 starting and a power demand of 80 horsepower starting, working with a 4 meters. So taking a look at our comparables under cultivators, going up here, we've got, let's see, what was this, 4 meter? 4 meter. The John Deere 980 John Deere 980 cultivator that has a price point of $9,500 compared to $2,900. So again, you're saving money from the mod here, and a horsepower requirement of 110 for the John Deere as compared to 80 for this one. So again, you're saving about 30 horses, and the working width is the same at 4 meters apiece. So yeah, all in all, for less than 5 megabytes to install, I say install this absolutely. And I personally, I love this style of cultivator because it's got that purpose built look to it. I love it. It looks like somebody just came home one day with their MIG welder and just slapped this thing together.
Be right back.
Okay. So you've got like all the kind of different iron that's in here, just scraping that along the ground. I love it. I think this is fantastic. Jonah, what do you think?
I love it. Am I going to use it? No, but I love the concept of this. I agree. This one, I was like, I put this together myself. I wanted to be cheap. I didn't want to go buy my own cultivator. I want to build my own because I'm too cheap to go buy one. Of Mr. Krabs.
Exactly. Let's see. Moving on, we've got the Gens HEM583. This is a forestry wood chipper by Mitchie. Is 32.74 megabytes to install, $88,000 price point, and 250 horsepower demand for power. Why is this not? There it goes. I don't know, for some reason the site wasn't bringing it up. So taking a look, I don't think we have anything like this in base game, but I will double check just really fast. I don't think we do. Okay. So we got a couple of things like this. So we've got the Hazomat HM10500. So taking a look at that as our kind of closest comparable. 88,000 for the mod, for the price point, 110 for the base game. So you're already saving, what is that? About $22,000 compared to what we have here in base game. Power demand, actually, the mod requires 250 horsepower. The base game requires only 150. So you're going to need a lot more horsepower for this one in order to get that to work as compared to the Hazomat. But you are spending quite a bit less for it. Now, the file size, 32, almost 33 megabytes to install this. This one here is quite a bit high, in my opinion. So if you're somebody who really likes to use forestry equipment, who likes to have, the option of doing wood chips, this is going to be another option for you, but that file size is a bit high for my taste. This one's going to be a pass for me, but I can also understand wanting to save that $22,000 if you've got a tractor that's going to be with enough grunt to take this on. So, Jonah, what do you think?
Oh, 1 second, gotta let the cat out. But looking at it, I like it. It's probably not something I'm gonna use. It's gonna be passive. I still do like the style of it and everything.
Gotcha. Ken just commented saying Iowa Plains View dropped. I thought I saw Farmer Klein did a map tour or let's play, but not sure. So my guess is that Farmer Klein likely has early access. Yeah, exactly. So probably doing like a tour with the early access is my guess.
I'm back.
So actually, we just read a comment from Ken saying that he has Iowa Plains View dropped. I thought I saw Farmer Klein did a map tour or let's play, but not sure. And mine and Jonah's speculation is that it was probably an early access. Does that seem fair to you there, Will?
Yes, Iowa Plains View, the new update has not dropped yet.
Yeah. All right, so we were just going over the Gens HEM583, the wood chipper there. What's your opinion on that one there, Will?
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, I just took some medication and it tasted nasty. It's something unique. I mean, the nice thing about it, though, is you can haul a trailer behind it compared to other things, which is super nice. But I don't do a lot of wood chips. I don't do a lot of would work to begin with, so it'd be a pass for me.
Gotcha. Moving on, we got the Bavarian System Hall. This is a shed by Nick Mori. $239,950 to purchase. We do have a size of 756 meters squared, so that's pretty large, 36 by 21 meters. It's a large building, and it looks really sharp too. It's got some really nice outer kind of stucco work on the bottom there with the wood slatting on the side, and the kind of almost looks like, that's not sheet pan, it just looks like wood rails for the upper roof there as well. Got the nice little guttered spouts and all that. All in all, I think this is nice. 12 megabytes to install, but that price point of 239,000, almost 240 grand for this, it's probably going to be a pass for me, unfortunately. But it is nice. It is highly detailed. Yeah, I like it, but just not enough for me. Will, what do you think?
Pass. Just a straight up pass. Not for me.
Jonah?
Sorry, not for me either, unfortunately.
Gotcha. We got Samuel. How's it going, Samuel? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, hey, BDD, sorry I'm late. No worries, bud. No need to apologize. Says, good morning to BDD in Florida. Good morning to you as well. Samuel also says, hey, BDD, hurricane 20% chance in the Gulf. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's signs of a hurricane that's brewing. More than likely going to be like a tropical depression or potentially even a small hurricane, but I'm not that concerned about it. Moving on, we've got the Old Farmhouse by ICAS. This is 2.2 megabytes to install and building cost of $10,000. You can configure the colors on this one. It looks nice. It absolutely looks nice. Unfortunately, Will, do you want to say it?
ICAS. I'm very disappointed in you, man. I love your mods. What the heck? I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks beautiful. You can't go inside though, man. Come on. No. I'm just messing with you. It is beautiful mod. I didn't install it though because it doesn't have an interior. I did speak with ICAS, and he said that at a later date there will be an interior. So,
oh, really? So that's kind of a cool little nugget of information, being able to know that it will eventually come out with one.
Well, do you remember like that that KSIH dealership that he dropped?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That one also down the road. Right now he's working on an interior for that and for this house.
Nice. So, I like that.
So
that's cool.
Eventually that whole dealership will have a complete interior. You'll be able to use all the doors and everything. So
nice. I love it. Sign me up. Jonah, what do you think?
Oh, well, Will just made me like it a little bit more. If there's something in the interior on it, I would probably actually install it. I actually really like the look of this.
I agree. Will changing hearts and minds. I love it. Moving on to the next one, and the last one for this whole week. We have the HA DST16 is a manure spreader by JD Farmer, 6.03 megabytes to install. We have a capacity of 16,500 liters and a working width of 15 meters. Price point of $46,000. Now I'm fairly certain, spreads manure and lime. So that is very nice. Now, Will, again, keep me honest, does it spread to the same working width as each other?
Yes.
Well, there you go. So all in all, let's take a look at our comparables. Let's go up to our manure spreaders and find out what it is that we have here. So a working width of 15 meters is going to put us... Oh, well, check it out. We already have this base game. We have the HA DST16, but this adds the ability to spread lime as well. So that's the trump card for this one. So actually... hold the phone. we've got a price point here of the modded one for $46,000. The base game one costs $67,000. So you are saving over 20 grand right off the bat with this mod. And it only costs you 7 megabytes to install. Install this. Install this all day and all night because you can spread lime and manure with it. It's a double whammy. I love it. Will, what do you think?
I agree. I mean, it's cheaper. You can do manure and lime. It is great. I mean, if you really like those kind of manure spreaders, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even I would install it just to be able to do lime. So I would say install it.
100%. Jonah, what do you think?
Have y'all installed it yet? 'Cause, I'm installing it right now. I love it. I love it. Install it, bro. Install it.
And that's the last new mod. Now, before we take off from the mods here and going into the news, I wanted to specifically highlight the Elm Creek Placeable Pack. More specifically, I wanted to highlight my video that I made for the Elm Creek update here recently. So it was my miscommunication of the issues that were present on that map. So what had happened is when the latest update for the Elm Creek map came out by Puma145, what had happened was I had checked out one of the barns that was right there on the main starting farm. I had noticed in my original map tour that there was some collision issues. There was like some doors that wouldn't open, things like that. And then when I did the change update for, again, for Elm Creek specifically, I noticed and observed those same issues that were prevalent. And then I realized, I put out in that update video that, it looks like this is still an issue, blah, blah, blah. And I specifically said that it was an issue with the map. It wasn't. The issue was with specifically the placeables, the Elm Creek placeable pack, and that recently got an update back on the 7th. So this is now fixed. If you had a issue with the with your map and it not functioning properly, specifically this barn that's on the first screenshot with the collisions and all that stuff, if it wasn't lining up for you, go out and update this and make sure you're using the version 1.0.0.1 version. Then you will have the corrected collisions and all that stuff that should have been available with that particular barn. So just wanted to throw it out there and let everybody know that, hey, this was the issue. And I did make an additional information video for that change log for Elm Creek to let everybody know that I was dumb, that I didn't that I didn't properly state that. And it was actually Puma145 who actually reached out to me directly to let me know about this. So again, big shout out to Puma145, not only for bringing back Elm Creek, but for making the necessary updates to the map and to the placeable pack to get it up and running the way that it is intended to be. So that was it. That's all I wanted to cover there.
So you want to say what mods are our favorite from the 7th?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. So, Will, what is your favorite mod from the 7th?
I really didn't have a favorite. I mean, if I really had to pick one, it would probably be the old farmhouse from Icus. Because I didn't really personally have a favorite. So,
Ken just asked a question, says, question from Pippa, what time frame are expected? So I presume that's with the Iowa Plains view. Ken, can you elaborate if that's what you're referring to? If so, I think it's in testing right now, right?
it is going through the first stage of testing with Giants.
Oh,
and for
I guess she's asking for Ravenport. My bad.
Ravenport right now is being worked on. He just started working on it just the other day. So
gotcha. So
it's going to be a while.
Yeah, we're still got some time on that one. Gotcha. Jonah, what's your favorite for the 7th?
Mine was that lime fertilizer, that factory that does everything. I think that's pretty cool. If they can fix it, it'll be pretty much perfect,
Yep, I agree with Jonah. Again, we're gonna double up on that one. The lime fertilizer, salt, herbicide. That one I really like, and I really, really hope that they do fix this one up to present the raw seeds, because right now, like I mentioned before, you're taking your solid fertilizer, that's it, and making it into seeds. It doesn't make sense to do that because your solid fertilizer all by itself is significantly more than the raw, or more than the seeds that you'd be getting out of it. So if you're trying to, do sales and stuff like that of your excess, because this thing produces a ton of output, you're going to be, basically going underwater with that recipe as it sits right now.
But hey, even with it not working, if it's getting that much of a good rating for us, it's still pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. Because you figure it still produces, your lime from your stones, the salt from your stones, the solid fertilizer from silage, which this is the first mod I can think of that's actually using the silage as a derivative for your solid fertilizer. It makes your herbicide. I mean, those 4 recipes by themselves are invaluable. And then, the only thing that's an issue right now is the seeds. I mean, 4 out of 5, I think is all right.
I agree.
So, Will, do you want us to start us off on the news?
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to start off with, actually just shared this not even 4 hours ago. But Icus, he posted on our blog here showing off his other shop that he's working on, and it's actually almost done. Which he does have some screenshots in here. Which the shop looks phenomenal, as always.
Highly detailed.
And he has a built-in washer pressure or power washer inside there as well, which is fantastic.
For sure.
Oh yeah, that shop looks real.
Oh yeah. So it says right here, so shed with pressure washer, workshop, tool table for hand tools. So, and 2 drive-through bays. So it'll basically have almost everything at once. You basically have a wash bay, you have workshop trigger, and a place to put like your hand tools, so like your chainsaw, your spray paint cans, and stuff like that. So
that's awesome. Yeah. And I mean, I'm going through the screenshots right now, and it's super highly detailed. I mean, just looking at this kind of workshop area here, you got all the kind of hand tools laid out on the deck. You got the pail buckets. You got the chest of drawers. I mean, drill press, the Sidling torch in the back. I mean, just all that stuff right there is extremely highly detailed. And that's all on just the second story. But then you've got the bottom story there with, again, some more chest of drawers, and, got the Canadian flag in the background, the American flag in this one. I mean, it's extremely hyper detailed. And what I would love to see, because it's got that big mega fan on the top ceiling there, I'd love to see if that actually worked. To see that spinning in the shop, I think that'd be so cool.
I think
but I looks like it's like combine in this building.
I think he is going to be making that functional, I believe. So
that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be cool. I mean, it'd be a silly little detail, but it was just, again, one of those details that just kind of sets it apart from everything else.
We got a lot of good American style buildings from Icus, from Lancy Boy, and also from Legacy Egg. So
100%.
Let's see here. Next one is from Celebuki. This is by Albus by Alma, Missouri. Update 1.1 coming soon. It is with Giants right now. So they changed that 1.1. He said confirmed so far, more to come. I know he did list off some things. It is already with Giants, so that I do know. He didn't list everything else. But we'll get the rest when it comes out. But just for a start, it said added alfalfa can be sold, turned into silage, or used as animal feed. Soybeans now leave usable straw after harvest. Works like regular straw.
Love it.
Updated field light. Updated field layout. The map now features 38 fields. Updated farmland layout. There are now 47 farmlands. New selling point. Elmo Logistic. Purchase all required materials for constructible placeables. And speed up the drying process in the corn dryer and added smoke effector in operation. It says maybe not everyone will be thrilled, but due to all the changes listed above, starting a new save game is necessary. So, AKA a new save game is required.
Which is really sad if you already got a save going on this. But it's one of those, just looking at the top two lines by themselves, adding alfalfa and the soybean having straw, those are huge updates. Those are absolutely huge. The alfalfa in particular, being able to utilize that for making or turning into silage, aka haylage, and using it in animal feed. How awesome is that? I think that's awesome. I think it'd be well worth the update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. There is other news from ICUS. It's about the exact same barn. It's just they say some garage, just not as detailed as what the latest one was. It was just showing off the pressure washer. So, let's see. Next one. There. Okay, I gotta get comfortable with this one. All right, so next one is this gonna be State of the Farm roadmap, FarmCon videos, and more. So this here's State of the Farm. Oh boy! All right, move this over here. So we have. So in quarter 3, which is now, 2025. So we got patch 1.10, which we already got. And we're beginning patch 1.11 here pretty soon. And then you're going to have Straw Harvest Pack free download. So it will be a mod that you'll have to download. So
I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to the Straw Harvest Pack coming back. And especially because it's coming back so early in the cycle here in Farm Sim 25, we're going to be able to have it for a while, to where every time that I've ever kind of interacted with it, mainly in 19 and 22, it was very late to the game. Or was it in 19? I think it was 19.
It was 19 and 22.
19 and 22. I think they were both relatively late in the life cycle of both of those games. And the fact that we're getting it so early on here before even the first major DLC that we get out, I'm so on board with that. I'm really looking forward to it.
Now I do know that there are a lot of people who are disappointed in this. It's like they're excited it's coming back, but they wish it was came as a free downloadable DLC, just so it wouldn't take up any megabyte storage. But it's coming back as a mod. So I don't know what the megabyte storage is going to be on it. My prediction is probably about 300.
If I remember correctly, from the previous iteration, I believe it was something along the lines of 150 megabytes or something like that. It was quite large, but the amount of stuff that you can do for it is, again, quite large.
Oh, let's see here. So Straw Harvest Pack for FS22 was 149.33 megabytes.
You and I were doing the same exact thing at the same time there, sir.
So, great minds sing alike.
But you have to think about it, though. It could be smaller because the special feature that came with it about being able to refill the balers is now base game.
Yep.
So that might reduce it, but you also have to think it's FS25. So yes, I understand that the megabyte storages are smaller, but that means the more level detail that goes into things. So it could be much higher.
Yeah.
Gotta be aware of that too. So, I mean, we're wrong. I am excited for this. I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. The only reason why I actually liked the Straw Harvest was because I could refill the balers. But now since this base game, this has no purpose to me, honestly. I hate saying that, but it really has no purpose now to me. So
I liked it. I actually had the opposite take. I wasn't really all that big into having to refill the balers. I mean, it was nice. It was a cool feature. But what I liked about it the most specifically was the fact that you could do the pelleting and then the palletizing and stuff like that. And it made it to where there was like a whole new kind of venture to go down. If you wanted to, you could just make the pellets and then deliver those, or you can make them into pallets and then kind of go from there. You needed the actual palletizing building and the whole 9 yards. So you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, yes, but you're putting in so much layers of investment into that. And then you can come up with all sorts of cool little ways of filling up the building, whether you just backing a trailer up to the dump point and then dumping into it, or you can just go ahead and create like a belt system to like pile it into it. Like there's just so many different ways to do it, and it was just a lot of fun to do.
I gotcha. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming soon. Now, from what DJ Goham said, is that this should be released within the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Next one is that we have the
actually
third pack.
Before we move on, or actually no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're at the third pack, which everyone, including myself, is thinking is Mercedes-Benz. So, so we're gonna get that, and then we also have a content update number 3, free download. So, which that could mean it's either going to be a bunch of mods, like they sometimes do, that gets put on the mod hub and we have to install each single one that we want, or it's going to come as like a free content update, basically meaning that it gets updated to the game. But it says free download, so I'm going to highly assume it's probably just mods.
Yeah.
So
real quick, we've talked about the Highland fishing map that's coming out, and we're talking about pack 3 here. Does anybody else find it weird that we already know more about the Highland fishing and the year 1 season pass map and DLC than we do even about the third pack that's coming our way? Does anybody else find that weird?
Agreed.
All I can tell you is that be prepared, because in the next 3 to 4 weeks they're going to be announcing it. So just stay very, very tuned. So they will be announcing it very, very soon.
Yeah, it's just I remember when I got the message saying like, hey, we just found out about the new map and all this stuff. And I get it, it's FarmCon, it's all that stuff that kind of drove the release and all that stuff. But it just seemed so weird to me that we were finding out the thing that comes after the next thing kind of thing. Like it just seemed so wild that we were getting it that far out of order, and that we're so close to the next pack dropping that we still don't even know anything about it.
Yeah. Well, it happened last year too.
Did it?
With 22. Yeah, it happened with every single expansion. We always found out about the expansion first, and then we found it out from the last DLC.
Oh, well.
It's just something Giants always do. Don't ask me why. There was only 1 year that they didn't do that, and that was the year when it was with the Vermeer DLC. When Giants did like their whole showcase thing, where they basically announced like the rest of the DLCs that were coming. Because I know that they stated in the video it was like all you guessed it, Vermeer. Because it was when they were at John Deere. Remember that for FarmCon?
Yep. No, I do remember that.
That was the only time that they ever announced every single DLC that was coming, even including the ones that were missed. So, but other than that, they've always announced the expansion and then eventually the last DLC. Okay. So it's just something they've always done.
Yeah, just I don't remember that happening. I'm sure you're right. I have no doubt about that. But it's one of those that my memory's so bad. I can barely remember a couple of days ago, let alone what happened, a few years ago. So yeah, no, it's one of those that when this happened, it just really kind of struck me as weird. But if that's their MO, then I guess that's it is what it is.
See, I feel like we're gonna get something massive, like a really big game feature with the third DLC. I think that's why they're holding off.
Maybe.
That's just my personal.
Pumps and
Well,
hoses.
anyway, we already we already talked about Highlands Fishing, the new gameplay map, which I'm very excited for.
It looked fantastic. It looked absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I already told Bree I'm gonna take some time off from work just to stream when it gets released.
Nice.
Yeah, and she was like, "Of course you are."
Should have
and
looked
then,
at her. It's like, can you blame me?
Yeah. That's also that's in Q4, so that's the fourth quarter when that comes out. We're also getting content update number 4 and more patches. And then also the announcement of year 2 season pass.
I'm
So
loving
yes,
it.
they're coming out with another year season pass. So yeah. So and then right down here, there's a community live stream on Monday, July 28th. If anyone's wondering about that, straw harvest will return. More details to follow. So we'll probably hear about that here probably in the next week. This week we'll probably hear about it. Said the third pack will soon be unveiled within the next couple weeks. The year 2 season pass also be revealed later this year. My guess is probably I'm gonna guess probably a week or two after the expansion gets released. We'll probably find out.
Makes sense.
And then of course also the official newsletter. It's gonna be coming out soon. So there's that. So I was very excited that they announced that the state of the farm, so we know what was going on.
100%.
Also news from EED 123 Corner. Basically, just the Lexion 400 had issues, which they fixed and they sent it back. So that's back with Giants.
Nice.
We got news from the Roughneck modding crew. Basically, it's for all the people asking where the RAM is. So of course the Super Duty won first. The develops, that's why it's out. The RAM will be coming in the fall time, but the RAM's not going to be coming until after their international semi truck right here is done. I did speak with Roughneck Modding Crew, and they're debating on adding something very awesome to an international truck.
Really?
And I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I know what it is. So they didn't state if I could say or not, so I don't know if I should say it or not.
I would leave it close to the chest just in case.
I'll message you.
Beauty.
Got some more news from ICAS. Just showing off the exact same shed right there. Except here it looks empty without everything inside of it.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Got news from Rooster Mods. Basically, he's almost done with his John Deere weeder, which looks absolutely fantastic. So, can't wait for this to come out. I know he stated that that this should be sent off to Giants here pretty soon. So,
I do like these kind of machines where you drive them down the road, going long ways, and then you disconnect from them and hook up to the 3-point on the side. I like that.
Besides this one, he is also working on John Deere forage wagons. They can put behind like a pole behind forage harvester. So he is working on that as well.
Nice.
That. Um, here, got some more news from EED123 Corner. Basically just announcing because the release that came out of his other one. He is now working on his class Jaguar 682, 695.
Nice.
So these are older models. So I'm very excited for that. So that's coming. He's working on that right now. Okay. So I'm skipping over the Giant stuff right now. We'll come back to that. But just real quick, and then from BC Bueller, basically, he has a couple mods submitted with Giants right now that he fixed and sent back.
Ooh,
his
is that the
Volvo
Swather?
Yes, the Swather is done, and he has already sent it off to Giants, and so is the MacDon header pack.
Nice.
And he also has his Volvo Wea truck. That's with Giants. He has a Elmer's Weeder with Giants, and there was another mod. Oh yeah, and it was an update to his international truck that was base game that he made a mod of. So
Nice.
all right, now on to this other stuff. So now I'm going to come back here because this is the easiest way for me to do it. I'm going to go updates. So we got patch 1.10 that came out. Go here. Yeah. So we got changes and improvements. So we got various technical changes to improve performance. We got various stability improvements to prevent crashes. Various text/translation adjustments. Various visual adjustments on several models. Changed wetness behavior on machines to be based on in-game time instead of real time. Improved foliage alignment for various crops, which is great. Improved steering assist behavior. That's great. Fix an issue in multiplayer where tension belts caused some pallets to be visibly jittery. Fix compass orientation. Fixed display of weather forecasts with manually set season visuals. Fixed error when resetting the tree sapling planter after emptying. Fixed ground deformation bumps caused by sudden firmness changes, example, over straw swaths or mowed grass. Fixed hail damage being applied to cultivated fields. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Fixed incorrectly sized dual wheel connectors. Fixed issue where fences could be sold without proper permissions. Fixed synchronization of combine fill level in multiplayer. Fixed synchronizing of fences in multiplayer when placed on changed ground height. And fixed terrain deformation issues when snow is removed. That was the changes and improvements. Then we have new machines and items. So we got the Fendt Rotna 160V Combi round baler and the Massey Ferguson MFRB 4160V ProTech round baler. Basically the exact same kind of round baler, just one's Fendt, one's Massey Ferguson. It's the one that we got as a free content update in 22. So, are you in the game right now?
No, I literally just shut it down.
Oh, sorry. That's fine. I'll shut off here in a little bit. Actually, I can do this right here. Real quickly. So I go to games because it's going to be right here.
So if I remember the Fent Rotana correctly, it was the baler where it was kind of angled, like the wrapper was like, instead of wrapping it from like a vertical plane, it was actually more of a diagonal plane, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it kind of looked like a sporty round baler.
Yep.
Like the way it is. So here's the Fent one I am showing on my stream right now, but here's the Fent. They also have a Massey Ferguson version, which is literally the exact same thing. Just right here. Massey Ferguson. Yeah, here it is right here. So there's that. So those were added. You have the JCB Series 541/70 Agri Pro telehandler. So that is a base game telehandler now. JCB. Yeah, right here. Free content update. Yeah, so now we have, which was base game in 22, actually. And then we have the Pottinger Terra Disc, 10,000. Right? Yeah, 10,000. It's like 10001T disc harrow. That was Pottinger, right? Yeah. Yeah, so if I just go up here and find the P's here real quickly. Where are you? Pottinger. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So, yeah. So the Terra Disc, which isn't bad. It requires 350 horsepower, 10 meters.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No,
That's not even bad. And then the last one was the Unia Aries XL Disc Harrow. So if we go back here, we go to Unia. The very first one right here, free content update. The Disc Harrow, 150 horsepower required, 4.5 meter working with. So those were the things that were added. New additions / functions. You got added support for XESS2 with frame generation. I have no idea what that is. And added work direction setting for helper operations. So what that means is that when you set up a worker for GPS, now you can set it to whatever way you want it to go, like the line. So instead of having it go one way, like it's just set, you can angle it at an angle, you can put it at different degree lines. And it's the exact same thing when you do it yourself.
The cake is a lie.
So I think... What?
The cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie.
I take it you don't get that reference?
No.
You ever played the game Portal?
No.
Yep.
So I discovered this, by kind of circumstances recently, that you're able to alter the work directions for your AI helpers, and it didn't work. So when I tried to set it into a different direction, they ended up going in the original direction. It was kind of similar to like when we originally got the GPS and the ability to set the headlands. Like, do you want to focus on headlands first, or do you want to focus on like the actual main body of the field? And there was that error where it would ignore and just basically go with whatever its default setting was.
Well, see, I think it's weird because, when I tried it the other day when I was playing, I didn't have a single problem with it. I changed the direction and it went in that direction. So,
yeah, it was during the live stream yesterday. I went to try and change it to a different direction for that, and it seemed to just kind of go off in its own little direction. So it's just, I mean, it might be that it was just that particular implement that I was using just didn't like that implement, or whatever the case may be, but probably. It's just something that I ran into.
Yeah. I don't know. But that right there's the change log 1.10 for the game. Now we got precision farming, change log 1.2. And, bug fixes and changes. Added proper reset of nitrogen map, pH map, and statistics when buying/selling fields. That was a big one.
Yep.
Disabled higher application rate while driving too slow on modern sprayers, slurry tankers, and manure spreaders. Now only on sprayers without PWM and old spreaders. Yeah. Next one is going to be fixed calculation of fertilizer usage depending on the current circumstances. That's good. Fixed display of individual scoring components of the environmental score. Fixed effects on Hardy Mega Sprayer. Fixed harvest mission progress on fields that had weeds. Fixed section control not working correctly and turning on random sections. Never had that problem. Fix several minor issues related to spraying and nitrogen level detection on fields. Fix synchronization of field pattern and application rate settings on dedicated servers. And fix yield calculation on potatoes and sugar beets. So that was the update for precision farming.
Nice.
And lastly but not least, we also got an update to Plains and Prairies pack. Changed on 1.1. Bug fixes and changes. Various visual adjustments on several models. That's always good. Improved shifting behavior on several models with manual gear shifters. That's good. Adjusted and fixed some incompatible mission vehicle combinations. That's good. Fixed compatibility with unlimited color configuration mod. That was a big one. Because if you had that one and you went for the bigger Ford and the bigger versatile, when you selected the versatile, it wouldn't even be the color. When you selected the Ford, it wouldn't even be the color. It'd be a completely different color. And everything would be missing. So I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed display displayed working with for Fendt Rotogator 900 NL 720. And fixed visibility issues with Delta Track tracks in some cases. So overall, not bad. Yeah, so we got, we didn't get that many mods, yes, because it was also the week of FarmCon, so you have to realize that.
Shame, Giants. Y'all can release mods while y'all are on vacation. Get it.
Plus besides that too, you also have to realize too that we also had an update to the game itself. We had an update to precision farming and Plains and Prairies. So, Jonah, you also have to understand too that when it comes down to mods, they only have so many QA people, and they QA.
I know.
Yeah,
and just giving you a hard time.
And the QA people also have to test any updates that come out for the game, stuff like that. So
I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. It's one of those where I was actually quite shocked with the amount that we did get. It was one of those I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Me too.
Some better than none.
Exactly.
I think we are supposed to get a lot more this week though. So because they're all back in the office now, so fingers crossed.
Very nice.
I do know that LR Modding did send off a couple, and they have been with Giants in testing. So I don't know whether they are in console testing, regular testing. I don't know any of that. but he sent off a bunch of John Deere mods. So I'm excited.
Nice.
So, but that's it for news. So it was a pretty quiet on the news, other than Giants.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got way more mods than what I expected. We got way more news than what I expected, because you figure with FarmCon, I mean, that's pretty much all hands on deck, because that's the event for the year, kind of thing. So one of those where the fact that we got everything that we did, got all the news that we did, I'm all on board.
Well, and on top of that too, that FarmCon, they actually sold out of tickets.
Yep.
Wow.
So completely sold out of tickets. So,
which is awesome.
Yeah, so we're going next year, right, everybody?
If it's somewhere here in the States, then I'm on board.
Yeah, it's exactly what Bree said too. Is that if they ever come to the States, then I'm more than welcome to go, and she'd even tag along.
Hey, Giants, come to Florida. Just saying.
No, come to New York City.
Ew,
No,
New York.
Giants, come to North Carolina.
Let's say I'd be on board with North Carolina.
Yeah.
Please, in between, and both of y'all can come to my state and say hello.
Oh no.
We can sit together.
No. Hey, BDD, ready?
Let's
So, all right. So we'll tell Jonah that we're gonna go there for FarmCon. We'll go up there and say, "Oh, yo, don't worry. We'll meet up." And like, where are you guys? Oh, sorry, we're home already. We completely forgot.
I can't do that to Jonah. That's mean. That's
Come on,
mean.
Will.
I'm just messing with you.
Will.
So,
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jonah, the way you just said that, because you were like, well, you just remind me of a show that Brie likes to watch. It's called Carl.
Oh, no.
It was like, Carl, you can't do that.
You can't do that. You gotta be nice now. That's mean.
Now, in all fairness, the moment that you said that, it immediately reminded me of Family Matters. I don't know why. The main character, not the main character, but one of the main characters' name was Carl Winslow, and that just tied perfectly to me. But how you said, how could you do that? It's like the main tagline. You ever see that show?
No.
It's really old. Family Matters. It was really, really old. It was a great old show. I used to love it. It was way back when. But the main kind of antagonist of it was a nerdy kid named Steve Urkel. And he was like just a pest in every way, shape, and form. And his kind of punchline, like throughout the entire series, did I do that? He had this like really raspy, nasally voice. Did I do that?
Carl,
did I do that? Oh my goodness! Yeah, if you haven't seen Family Matters, it's like from the 90s. I think it was from the 90s. Go check it out. It's hysterical, absolutely hysterical.
Right.
Steve Urkel is.
I get it, BBD. Me and you will go to FarmCon, and we'll just leave Will out. It's on me. We'll go to FarmCon on me and leave Will out.
Oh, good luck at that one.
Will has to go on his own.
Oh no!
Did we do that?
just be like Jonah.
Oh my goodness!
Leave me behind. I'll just leave you behind.
Tell you what, y'all. Let me catch up with the chat here real quick, and we'll go ahead and start signing things off here. So, left off with Ken saying, "Sorry, I had to ask. Somebody is getting impatient," aka when he was asking about Ravenport. I can't blame her. I can't blame Pippa for being impatient, because I tell you what, that is a really good map, and I know
that is her map. That is her map.
That is her jam. Absolutely. So I know
Like
that when that comes, she's gonna have a ton of fun. Absolutely.
If Ravenport doesn't come, Pippa is gonna like go up to the person and say, "Someone please make this map," or if not, I'm going to make it myself.
Hey, Pippa, I have one thing, actually two things to say. A, you can always come to me because I'm always talking to Salabuki, so I can tell you anything. And number two, patience is a virtue.
It is. It is.
It
But
is.
I can't blame her. I can't blame her. Like I said, that's her jam. That is her absolute jam.
Our bread and butter.
Samuel says, I'm out. Bye. Have a great BDD. See you soon, y'all. Tuesday night Farm Sim Talk special with Ghost Tech Gaming. Next live stream starting at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Yes, thank you very much there, Samuel. I hope you had fun here tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And see you again next time, bud. You take care. He also says, I'm out, y'all. Tomorrow, good, great, nice, work safe day, y'all. Yeah, like I said, bud, thank you for stopping in tonight, hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you again next time. That's it. That's everything on my chat. Do you have anything there, Will?
Nope, I got nothing on my chat. So the only thing I do have to say though is I will not be staying after to talk to you guys because I have to head to bed because I got to get Bree to work by 7 in. So
Gotcha. Well, Jonah, if you want to hang out afterwards, I will be there.
Hang out for a bit. Why not?
Beauty. All right. Will, you want to go ahead and sign off?
I will. Well, I really appreciate everyone stopping by. This is something that BDD and I love doing every single Sunday. And I deeply apologize that I'm not here every single Sunday until almost done with the mods. But hopefully soon in the next coming weeks, I should be here on Sundays, which is gonna be fantastic.
I can start filling in for you if you really want me to.
We'll talk about it. Other than that, if you guys really like what you guys saw, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. And you can also find me over on Twitch. It's Dynamic24, which I will be streaming tomorrow or today. Yeah, today at some point. So just stay tuned for that. You can find me over there at Dynamic24. And if you want to stay up to news, any updates, mods, stuff like that, make sure you check me over on Facebook at WillTGaming FS Encyclopedia. Other than that, that's gonna be it, guys.
And let me double down on what Will was saying there. Absolutely love doing AgriBusiness Tonight. Absolutely love it. It's one of the few opportunities we get to be able to actually sit here and talk and chat about the mods and maps and stuff like that. So absolutely love it. Finding out the stuff that's happened and is going on in the world of Farm Sim is an absolute blast. I have so much fun doing it. And I hope everybody out there enjoyed the show. Jonah, I want to thank you for stopping by and being our special guest here tonight. Do you want to give any shout outs before we get going?
Just check out, my channel, Relfan and Jonah. If you like trains, you will love my channel.
Perfect. All right, y'all. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please show us by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing to show you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.
Peace.
Fire it up, it's that hard cause grind. BDD and WillT dropping knowledge every time. From the mods to the maps, from the brands to the tools. If it's FS talk, they breaking all the rules. We talk giants, we talk gears, we talk that horsepower. Late night mod drops, we got that creative power. From interviews with legends to spotlighting the new, we bring that FS fire straight from the crew to two. Living life behind the wheel with a digital twist. Ain't no button we don't press, no trend we ever miss. Updates, leaks, and future plans. We got the inside scoop, no chance for scams. This is AgriBusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feed line, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines, they cover it all. begin. From tractors to combines, dirt roads to drones, they build empires from screens and microphones. With every guest that drops in for a chat, you get the real talk, no filters, just facts. A spotlight on the builders and players who grind. They got love for the fans and the farm in mind. This is AgriBusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feedlot, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines that cover it all. Poor dad's kings of the farming game, standing tall. So plug in the pod and hit that sub. Roll out in style with your farming club. No fluff, just dirt, diesel, and truth. Straight from the FS underground on coast. Great